In this video, I just want to talk about how to introduce yourself confidently. Of course, there are certain things that we need to consider as we stand and introduce ourselves in front of other people. Sometimes it's just meeting up a friend. When we meet a friend, there are things that we need to know before we start talking, before we start asking questions to those guys, and before we answer the questions that those guys may ask us. First, to be prepared. To be prepared has little mark. So just imagine you're gonna present something in front of a very, very large crowd. There are a lot of people. You have to be prepared. You have to know what you're gonna talk about, the words that you are going to use, what topic. If I teach English and then I'm gonna introduce myself to English students, I cannot talk about mathematics. I cannot talk about traditional cultures in my country. I have to introduce myself as an English teacher. Second, if you are talking to the president, you are talking to your mom, you are talking to a new friend, there are different ways to approach all of these people. The way I can talk to you and the way I can talk to my cousin, the way I can talk to my mom, to my new friends, to my dad, and to my students in class isn't the same. It's different, completely different. So that's why I said you have to be prepared. The second point is to smile. To smile. Gulumsemek. So as you talk to your friend, as you meet a new person, your face can be an expression of your heart. So you have to smile. You have to be happy. I believe if you have a very sad face, then it's time to change your direction and focus. People want to see you with a very happy face. Positivity is power. There is a great difference between feeling sad and dwelling on sadness every single day. Do not say anything negative to new people, to new friends. When introducing yourself, make sure you use positive sentences, positive words, motivating words, inspiring words. Positive people are the happiest people in the world. But if your face is, it's a happy face, you've got a beautiful smile and you are positive, then everybody wants to see and talk to you. They want to spend time with you. The next point is to look around. To look around. A trafa backmark. A trafa backmark. So as I speak to you, I am looking at you. I am not looking down. I am not looking at my watch. I'm not looking through the window, but I'm looking at you. So if it's a crowd, there are a lot of people around, then as I speak, as I introduce myself to a large crowd, I have to look around. I have to see everybody. And I have to walk move around and introduce myself. Yes, and the last point, this is the cardinal point, to listen, dinlemek. So, as you introduce yourself, as you talk to the people, you also need to listen. You have to be attentive. Why? Because sometimes people, the audience, may ask you questions. So that's why it's important to listen carefully as we introduce ourselves. Yeah, there is one more thing, especially in class. Sometimes students may ask you to tell them what's the funniest thing about yourself. It's a beautiful question, and it's really good to know what's the funniest thing about you. At one point in time, I was in class and a student asked me, "Sir, what's the funniest thing about yourself?" And the funniest thing about myself is I smile. I have unlimited smile. I would like to thank you for supporting me. I would like to thank you for subscribing, viewing and watching my videos. Abone oldunuz ve videoları izlediğiniz için çok teşekkür ederim.